Hello, welcome to Magic with Melly. And this is a download. I'm going to start off with the downloads and then I'm going to get into some tarot cards, friends. King of Cups is in the back of the deck. So it's giving feelings. Someone is understanding their feelings with more depth than they've ever experienced. Like, they're probably now realizing that feelings are much more complex than, and maybe they've placed it in the wrong areas. Like, it's giving empath and picking up on how other people feel, or picking up on extra things. But if you were to focus on your person, you're like, my person hasn't done anything. It's other people being jealous of this connection starting, or this connection building, or just jealous in general. Like, you have something that someone does not have. It's giving, like, I resonate with this. Like, maybe you have a parent figure or an elder in your life that feels really stuck in their situation. They're married, there's kids, there's just property, and they're very miserable, but they're not taking themselves out. They're just, all they're doing is complaining or creating other problems for people. And then you're single, you don't have kids, or if you do have kids, or if you do have shared property, like, you are going through it. You're stronger, right? So you're able to have more of what you want because you are claiming your power and you're focusing in the right areas, and noticing your feelings in the right areas as well. And it's giving compartmentalizing or organizing things. Like, another thing that Spirit wants me to segue into is, like, just because your mom has an issue with your dad, or your dad has an issue with your mom, doesn't mean that you have to have an issue with either of them. Like, you can love them both the same that you had before. But it's giving, when you were a child, maybe you heard a one-sided story, and now there's this intense feeling of having to make up for lost time, maybe both in a family situation and friends and with an intimate lover, like needing to make up for lost time. It's also giving, you've been waiting for your person for a long time, and it's like almost like you delayed getting your shit together because you didn't know your person was around the corner, or your person was going to be entering your life when they did. Oh my goodness, the Moon card. And the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, it's giving like you didn't know you would be getting your wish fulfillment when you did. And it's like, and you're like, oh my God, I'm not ready. And it's like, the universe has been telling you to get ready, or giving you signs in some forms to get ready. And you're just like, well, what's the point? Like, you were just kind of wallowing in your own sadness, having a little pity party for yourself. And it's like part of your grief. I think the universe understands that. And then, so they brought in your person as motivation of like, okay, now get your shit together, because now you have this thing dangling in front of you, and it's harder, like, it's giving, it's harder than it needs to be because you didn't do the work before they came in. And now it's like someone needs to do the work to deserve you, and that's like clearing out things that don't really make sense for your person. So old past people and their possessions, the related possessions. And it may be hard for you because some of the possessions that you may still be carrying are things that are still useful. For example, like a coffee machine, but it has bad juju connected with it, and it may seem small, but it's you and your person are still picking up on it because it's in a shared space with you, or when your person visited, it's just giving it's making someone nervous and confused. And also something about your sacred space. Make sure that your sacred space is also protecting sacred information. Like, it may be your sacred space, right, and energy, protecting your energy, but it's giving someone's spying to some degrees. And social media, be careful of social media, someone who's spying on social media. It's giving using old photos as like fake proof that you were together recently, like you and an ex, and it's like y'all weren't together recently. Like maybe you need to look a little bit different than what you used to look like, so that old photos of you that arise won't be mistaken as you right now. It could be your nude photos, it could be just photos of you and your person together. It's giving, if you have tattoos and your person has seen your body, like, they definitely know it's an old photo or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if you dyed your hair or had a haircut or a hairstyle change, that might just be helpful if you have not done that already. But like, you can rest assured, if you made a dramatic difference, like, they're not going to be able to do that specific thing, but they may try and talk to your new person, is like if you have a psycho ex, or they might even go as far as attacking your new person. So I think that's why someone's like someone's picking up on extra energy, right? And it's like someone's picking up on danger, like it's like the spidey senses are tingling. And you don't know why, and it's giving anxiety and it's affecting the connection. But if you're just straight communicative to whoever you're dealing with and leave other people out, like, you'll be just fine. Look at the King of Wands as I stop shuffling. Ooh, this person has so much attraction towards you. It's like they cannot put a lid on it, because when they do, it's like becomes insatiable. It's giving like pleasure in your pants before, like, and you don't even have to touch yourself. Like, your person doesn't even have to touch you. Like, nothing, no one's touching each other. Like, maybe it's all telepathic and you're like, ooh, who's thinking about me right now? This is like, some people, it's like you might be connecting with more than one person, but it could be like you just have one person, you're like, I know exactly who that is. But maybe you're not even like directly connecting to these people. Maybe they're manifesting you. Like, someone's looking at your pics and fantasizing about what it would be like to be closer to you, what it would be like to have more time with you, or if you would look at them in a certain way. Maybe if things are going wrong, they want you to stop thinking about that and think about like what could go right. Because it's giving like someone thinks about what could go wrong a lot, so they could be mentally prepared. But what if don't do it to where you're self-sabotaging, but like maybe turn it in the opposite direction, right? And you may realize you can read each other's minds if you're on the same page. Now, if someone's positive and someone's negative, you're not going to be on the same page. If you guys are both on a positive note, you guys are going to be on the same page, right? And you guys might read each other's minds. I just said that. But if you guys are both on the negative note, it's giving you guys are both going to be ruining it. It's like a positive and a negative. What does that make? It makes a negative. Like, it's hard to be around each other when someone's negative, right? So it's like when someone notices that they aren't feeling well, like hold space so that you don't make your other person feel away, and then now you both are feeling away. Like it's too easy to be negative in this world. We gotta spread the positivity. And I'm getting like ions, like science. It's giving like, oh, like you guys got chemistry, or someone's positivity like is like a ray of sun. It's like so strong that like it's giving life force energy. It's giving shadows to, like, you may not be able to pick up on it's like your light shines so bright that the shadows appear. I'm getting like something about cold weather, needing to check the weather for your plans, because like if you're casting a shadow on people, like they're just forgetting how cool they are and they need to step out into the light, you know? Like, I mean, I think that's why I didn't really stay on that for very long, because I wasn't really meant to like keep it in a negative context at all. Like this reading kind of feels like trying to stay positive and stop being such a pessimist. Someone, is giving you may wear white more often than you used to, or utilize brighter colors, but when it comes to wearing white, what do we think of? We think of wedding dresses, and it's giving you could be next if you're seeing a lot of people around you, like the Queen of Wands. We had the King of Wands earlier, and now the Queen of Wands wants to come out. There is, your person's demons are showing up, but it's giving, kind of giving in a healthy way though. It's giving like they're showing up to be released, not showing up to haunt your person. Like your person's already gone through the horrors, and maybe they already gone through all the hoes. Okay, they've lived and learned, and now they manifested you, and now it's like you may be taken aback because they feel safe with you, and they may just tell you very honest things that you don't just tell the normal person. You tell your special person these things because you feel safe with them. And it could be like, I'm a safe person for a lot of people. I realize like strangers will just suddenly feel really safe talking to me. And people will just admit like the weirdest, hardest things. Like I went to jail, or I cheated, or like they'll say these things and I'm like, whoa, you just met me? Oh my goodness, I just bumped my nose on my steering wheel. That really hurt. The throat chakra, like you can go too fast for somebody and it might push them in a different direction, but it's giving if they're meant to be with you, they'll come around, they'll come back around. It's giving they may need time to figure out what they're willing to deal with. Like, is this really that bad? Or yeah, is this really that bad? It's better than them hiding it, and maybe they're admitting, they're trying to show you what they've learned, like why they had to go through it. It's part of their story, right? So it's giving, let them tell their story, try and understand them. They're doing their best to understand you. I mean, you've got your things. Maybe they're waiting for you to express and feel safe. And come forward. It's giving someone wants a serious commitment. Like they're like, wow, this person's serious. Like they're talking about serious things. Why did I treat them casually if they're like, I don't know, someone asked for something serious and then they were acting really casual. And then now they're like, oh, this is what I wanted. Yeah, again, with the coming back around. 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups reversed. 4 of Cups reversed is giving like rejection. But this is like in reverse, it's giving accepting. But probably not an easy thing to do at first. Because you shocked your person. It's giving like, this is news to me. This is all brand new. How do I deal with this? And it's giving, so like right in front of me, I'm zeroing in on like a red zone, and it literally says like no parking. Like someone wants to, it's like, why am I getting this song? Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Why? It's giving like that song, Good Girls Gone Bad, or something. Was that Cobra Starship? And I'm getting like that because that Starship song by Nicki Minaj. Starships were meant to fly. I don't even really know these songs, and I'm channeling them. 4 of Pentacles. Someone's really hanging on to the last time you saw each other, the sun, or the feeling that you gave this person or this person gave you. Like you're just kind of stuck on that feeling, and the 3D has not really caught up yet. Like this is really your intuition. You're ahead of yourself. And then you're also whiplashing with past pains. Your ex's energy is clinging, and it's giving trash. Today, I threw away lipsticks that were over a decade old. They're coming up on about to be a decade old. And I'm like, I was thinking they're useful, but I'm kind of not using them. And it's giving now at this point, they're almost a decade old. They're expired. It's giving some energy expired like old milk. Like it's disgusting. Like you're like looking, someone's opening their eyes and looking around. They're like, I have so many things. Maybe your trauma response was needing to collect things because you didn't have very many things growing up, or you didn't have what you needed growing up. So then your sense of fulfillment was material objects. Magician card. Someone's reverting definitely from a few things. Okay, me personally, some healing I have to do is like, I had a lot of fake friends throughout my life. Like people just befriended me because they were curious, and then they were also friends with my frenemy, and so then it just became a smear campaign and a gossip circle, and I didn't know about it. And it's giving like people who have perfect words but then their actions are messed up. Like you're getting gaslit. Because maybe your love language is words of affirmation. So if they tell you the right words, you're like falling in love and you're believing it because that's what you want. You know, they're telling you what you want to hear. But it's giving actions speak louder than words. Like we need all 5 love languages. It's just that certain ones mean more. And so someone kind of understood how to manipulate you in your own unique way. So maybe if it's physical touch is your love language, you hear the sirens. If physical touch is your love language, then they're using very visual things or literally physical touch and like abusing that, like giving you what you need and then withdrawing. And it's just giving fucked up. Someone got you fucked up because they were doing the right things where it mattered most, but then like using other things to, like, other things were just revealing, right? And it's giving you, or like the opposite of what you wanted, and it's giving like the conflict, the confusion. Like if you're confused, it's giving it's a no. But also there could just be blockages or things that you're not even aware of going on, and this person's protecting you from those things. I'm getting called to like talk about like I was just recently thinking like Universal Studios, that brand name is so clever because it's true. Movies and TVs are at a universal perspective, like a very zoomed out perspective on, you get to see the details of what everyone's doing and who's being shady behind who and who's being heroic and what's going on and all the details. But like in real life, you only have your own slice of life. You're meant to focus on you and how you feel. Same thing with social media. Like we have a universal perspective because we get to check in on everybody, and like, but also it's giving consent when it comes to what's out there. Like, just be careful about stalking, okay, is what I'm getting. Ace of Wands, though. Ace of Wands. So King and Queen, now the Ace of Wands. We have the Temperance reverse. With the Temperance card, I'm getting Sagittarius. Now, I don't know if that's the card that's tied to it. Maybe I'm just getting fire signs, because I was kind of getting like, it's like pouring into your own cup, right? And it's reversed. So it's like maybe you have been needing to burn bridges. We have this Six of Pentacles, which is giving like reciprocity, but it's reversed. So it's giving you're burning bridges where you don't have reciprocity, because you've not been able to pour into your own cup. You've just been so distracted on like, why aren't they hanging out with me? Like, why are they flaking? Why are they like not following through? It's because they never intended to. It was a joke. They weren't being really serious, or like, even if it was like not with negative intention, it's giving like you deserve people who take you seriously, who mean what they say as well. It's giving like maybe they don't even do that for themselves, so maybe it's not a you thing, but it's giving like, but because you feel this way, then you can like peace out, and you could be like, well, you can do that over there. I'm gonna leave you to peacefully be you, and I'm gonna peacefully be me, but over here. Oh my gosh, the Emperor reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. The reversal here is giving someone's needing to let go of control, or you recently are learning what it means to let go of control. It's giving express your feelings, hold space, and then the universe will take action, or your person will take action. You don't have to tell them to take the actions that they already know that they need to make. Maybe you're putting an extra sense of pressure where they already feel pressured in general, and you're just like adding to it because you're like, you want it to happen now. Of course, they also want it to happen now, but then there's other things that have to happen first, and so and you don't know about those things. So it's like, yeah, you may be accidentally pushing your person away by pressing the situation too much. Like, be patient is what I'm getting. Like, Love is patient, love is kind. So you may need to just express how you feel and not tell them what to do, because they already know what to do. Romance, we have depictions of it all the time. Okay, and this person, if they're grieving, they have to get that out of the way too. Because they're definitely, or as well, if they are purging, they're really triggered right now. And they're like, why am I thinking about my ex? Why am I talking about them? Why are they coming up? I thought I was over this. They're like really mad at themselves for delaying their process. But it's giving the universe needed to send them motivation, and the motivation was you, or the career, or something, right? Eventually the pursuit of yourself brings in your person, and then a little bit you give away your power because you're like, what, like trying to maintain independence. But if you're sad, then like, what? Like someone's looking for connection, right? And it's like, that connection could be you. But I don't chase, I attract. It's giving feminine energy. Someone's overpowering feminine energy and not taking enough action. But I'm hearing that the action feels scary. So don't do it. You'll know when, and it'll be when you feel safe. Like, yeah, I was talking about this on my Twitter. Like, don't chase when there's dangers presenting itself. If the thing is still there when it's safe, then it's truly yours. If someone else grabs a hold of it, then it was meant for them. And maybe you were just tested. Or maybe the universe wants to just put a fire under your ass and get you going. And there's going to be a next best thing. Like, you know, things fall apart so better can fall into place. But I'm also hearing, don't take for granted what's right in front of you, because someone's been on this next best thing for a while, and it's giving, there's not always going to be the next best thing. You might have the best thing in front of you, so don't take it for granted. Knight of Pentacles. The Empress reversed. Like, there's so many divine counterparts here. Okay, you see these yellows? Hopefully my camera didn't shut off. My low battery went out when the notification came on. But we have this Four of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, with the Empress reverse. And remember, we had a Queen of Pentacles reverse. So there may be someone who doesn't want your person to move on from them, that they thought that they thought that the work that they're doing on themselves would bring them back to the situation. But it's giving, the more work they've done on themselves, the more they realize, wow, that shit's really toxic. It's giving never coming back. Like someone upgraded. Like that. Like someone projected who was really the problem here. And now, like, it's giving regrets. And now, like, it's giving too little too late for some connections of this person's past. Like, they're probably trying to escape from some karmic thing coming after them. Because when your person detached, like, it's like giving new starts, and someone stayed where they were at and someone continued moving on, and it's giving when you don't do the work, things will surpass you, things will slip through your fingers. You know, you gotta keep up. Like, your person or you outgrew others. And there's also, like, again, back to the love is patient, love is kind. You can be patient and wait for your person to catch up, but what if they want to stay in the same place and they never catch up? What if they're not following you? What if they're not, what if they just don't want it, you know? Like, it's like needing to detach and let things be, and what you're asking for will still come in, but it may show up in a pleasant surprise, and maybe it might show up in a different person. Who knows? The universe knows, and you'll be able to fuck around and find out. But back to earlier in the reading when it was about your sacred space, increase your protection over your sacred space. You may invest in some sage smudging. You may invest in a security camera for your house or for like an indoor space where you're protecting certain things. You may try and hold your private conversations like in the car, or you may try and hold, like, go on a walk, go camping with your person. Like, someone wants to get you alone and have more intimate time with you. And the intimacy could lead to other things. Notice your body language. Okay, like, someone could be really tired really fast when it comes to things you're not interested in, but then if you switch gears to something you're interested in, you're gonna feel your energy come back. Like, maybe you're giving away your energy to people who aren't aligned with you, so you're drained faster. And then when there is something that is aligned with you, you're just like super energized. And you may need to be mindful of your sleep schedule. Okay, like, healthy boundaries is what I'm getting. Knight of Cups. Like, you may be so energized to where, like, you could talk to your person all night, but should you? Just because you could, does that mean you should? Is what I'm getting. It's giving like you're gonna be super wired around your person because you're not used to someone who gives you so much energy. But then, like, then it helps you with your day-to-day. Once you're used to it, you're gonna be able to do, like, the day-to-day tasks are gonna be like, yeah, I got this. Like, I could do anything. This is probably how you make your person feel, or your person makes you feel like this, is you make each other feel like you could do anything, that you can accomplish anything, that you're going to meet your goals. And it's like a total contrast with what you've both experienced before. Like, you've maybe experienced people who shut you down, shut you out, leave you out in the cold. And you were just really attached to them because you're really loyal. I'm seeing a dog right now as I'm saying loyalty, but it's like your loyalty was taken advantage of, and now you've become a very disloyal person. Maybe you've become a player. Someone turned you into a pimp, and it's just giving because they misused your loyalty. So you thought that the loyalty was the problem, that you had to match energy. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry you dealt with this. This is back to like that ions and the positive negative, like someone being negative made you negative. And someone now it's like zooming out and you're like, oh my God, I didn't have to, like, who is the person I become? I become just like my ex because I wanted my ex. But it's like, do you truly want your ex? Like, now that you've been so far out of this situation, like, you don't want to be anything like your ex. And you now manifested someone who is not anything like your ex. And you're scared and triggered and stuff because your ex is still clinging on to you. This is messy, collective. And I understand it. Someone should go into a rage room or mosh pit. The star 9 of cups. This was out earlier. I don't like this. I think this is the X energy, okay? Because the star is giving, I thought I told ya, I'm a star. See that ice? See the cars. Yeah, someone's getting a new car pretty soon. Maybe they don't want to connect with you until they get the new car. It's giving memories. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because like, yeah. Look at that star coming out again. And the 8 of cups. Again. We're getting so many repeat cards, friends. Someone just really does not want to see you move on from them, but they already had their chance and ruined it. And you probably even told them, like, once I close the door, I'm not opening it again. I'm not looking back, you know? Like, are you sure you... Oh my God, I bonked my head again. This time it was first time it was my nose. Now I bonked my forehead. So now it's like intuition. Someone's being psychically attacked, okay? This literally, like, this energy... The fuck, you guys? Stop making me work for free. Help me monetize my YouTube. Help me build my clientele. Because I just bonked my forehead for y'all, okay? In order to pick up this, I'm picking up the energy for you. And it's like the world reverse. This is the world reversed, the Knight of Wands reversed. Like, it's giving tables of turn, and now, like, instead of you being stuck, the person who's been sabotaging you is really stuck. And they may try and come back in to unstuck themselves. But it's giving, they don't need to make it right with you. They need to make it right with the universe. That's not a you problem anymore. Like, you already let go of it. Don't let anybody back in. Don't entertain energy that has hurt you really badly. What's done is done. Cannot be undone. 2 of Cups. Page of Cups. What's done can't be undone. It's unfortunate. And it's putting someone in a deep depression because maybe you were the one for them. And then now it's like, if there's only one, oof. Someone doesn't see this as a life worth living without you. And it's giving, like, okay, they can move on. There will be... they're just only attracting what they are. Like, maybe you attracted, a bad person, they attracted a good person, and they think, like, that's the only good person that's going to be in their life. And it's because because it's true, they need to change themselves in order to attract more good people. Like someone's acting like you're the only good person in the world. That Aquarius card from earlier is really giving, like, rare, okay? Like, it's giving You give off rare energy, and it makes people want to do things that are really out of character or really out of line or very extreme in some forms. It's giving because you make people think that they could do anything. And that could be good and bad, friends. That could be good and bad. Like, I can commit a crime right now and it'd be okay. Or I could run a marathon. It's like, can you actually run a marathon? Can you actually commit a crime and get away with it? Like, just be careful, friends. But other than some of these things that you weren't seeing, like, happiness is a birthright, friends. Like, if you can think it, if you can dream it, you deserve it. It's just doing the work to get it. And I'm going to leave the reading there. It was 40-40 when I decided to end the reading. So 4s are probably significant, and 0s, you may also just resonate. You may resonate with 2s and 5s and blues and greens and reds. Okay, bye. Stay magical. This was Magic with Melly.